Sometimes you may find yourself in a situation where you want to remove a watermark like we have right down here. This picture has a few problems. It looks like they really should be centered on the photograph and not just a little bit off to the right-hand side. This light back here is too bright. I'd probably darken that down, possibly put in a stained glass window in here instead, just make it a bit more interesting. But the big problem here is the watermark sitting right down there. And you'll frequently find things like this when you have photographs professionally made with a professional photographer. They'll often put a foil stamp on their photographs, which is fine if you don't care about that. But if you want to go in and retouch your images, that can get in the way. Luckily, removing a watermark is usually a very easy process. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this is done. I'm just going to zoom in on this. Whenever I do anything changing the pixels on an image, I like to work on a duplicate of the background. Go over here where it says background, right click, duplicate that layer, choose OK. And we'll work on that copy. Just in case things get messed up, I can always go back here and fix this. Now in this case, this is real easy. And I think the clone stamp tool could work on this, or possibly using the content aware fill. We'll try that one first. Now I like to have my selection for content aware fill being fairly close, but not exactly on the image. In this case, a circle is nice, but I don't feel like doing a circle selection. So I'll just go over here and I'll grab the lasso tool. I have mine set on a new selection, 0 feathering, and I'll just draw just a basic rough freehand circle around this shape, staying just a little ways outside like that. There we go. And back to the beginning, overlap that a bit. There we are. Then just go up here to edit, come down to fill selection, and you want content aware fill right there. You want blending mode normal, opacity 100%. And then just hit OK. And that's almost a nice job, but it's missing the jacket over here. Jacket kind of came in just a little bit on the weird side. So see if we can fix that. I'll do Control D to deselect. I think everything over here is fine. This I need to fix. So I'll use the same selection tool here. I'm just going to quickly make a selection just kind of down like this. That's really where that jacket should be. And I'll come out and around here. And we use the clone stamp to fix this little spot here and a little bit right down there. We'll do that first. So clone stamp tool. Use the right square bracket key, bring it a bit larger. In this case, I want to have the brush on a soft edge brush. Then come over here someplace, Alt and click. Just pull that in here. I'm just going to paint over there. There we go. Same thing down here, Alt and click, and just paint over that bit. That's good. Let's now go over here to select, and we're going to inverse. So it's now the opposite is selected, which means it's over here is selected. And I just need some of the black in here. It doesn't really have to be that critical. So any old place in here is fine. So Alt and click. And I'll just brush in some of that black right down through here. And match that in. And that matches the texture and everything else in here. Then Control D to deselect. And there we go. It's a little bit hard on that edge. Just a bit when compared to up here. So for that, let's go over here. And I'm going to grab the blur tool. I'll set my strength all the way up. Fairly small brush in here, just using the left square bracket key to bring the brush size down. Then I'll brush just right along that edge, and that should be enough to knock it in. Now that was actually too much of a blur. So let me just back out of that. Control Z, I'll back out of that a couple of steps. And then Control D, there we go. So I'll bring the strength down about halfway. Let's try that again. And that's better. A couple of quick brushes like that. And now that edge matches the softness of the edge up in here. Control 0 to fit screen, and there we go. We've taken out that watermark down here, so I can then go ahead and do the rest of the fixes I want to do on this picture, moving the couple to the left a little bit and fixing that light up there in behind. If you found this video useful and you want to learn more about how to use Photoshop Elements, I do have a complete video course for this. I'll put a link for that at the top of the description. If you want to see more videos here on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.